Hi everybody, my name is Aaliyah and welcome to my channel, Aaliyah Uncharted. Today I'm going to be going over the books I'm planning on reading in July. I am planning on participating in the Reading Rush, which is July 20th through the 26th, but I'm going to do a separate video for that. So these are going to be the books that I'm planning on reading for the rest of the month. So let's get started. Okay, so I'm going to start with the books that I'm rolling over from June. Luckily, last month I actually had a really great reading month and read most of my TBR, so there's only a handful that I didn't get to, so I want to get to those this month if I can. So the first of those is Upright Women Wanted by Sarah Gailey. This is going to be my next read. I'm picking it up probably tonight, and I'm really wanting to get to this. It's a futuristic Western where queer librarians are fueling the resistance against a fascist regime. And that's all I want, and I'm so excited, and I'm bummed I didn't get to it before, but I will get to it very, very soon. The other physical book I wanted to get to that's rollover from June is Boy Erased by Garrard Conley. This is a memoir of the author's experience having been sent to gay conversion therapy camp. And I'm bummed that I didn't get to this one either, but I'm hoping that I can get through this one, especially before the Reading Rush, because that's going to take over my life. So, wanting to get to this one soon. There were also a couple audiobooks that I wanted to get to in June, but couldn't get to them because I had to put them on hold from the library and they didn't come in time. So, depending on when those holds come in, I might also be reading Anger is a Gift by Mark Oshiro, The Deep by Rivers Solomon, and Autoboyography by Christina Lauren. So, that's kind of tentative because we are depending on the library, so I guess fingers crossed those come in soon. Okay, so those are all the books that are kind of rolling over from June, and then I have a handful that I also want to get to outside of the Reading Rush, and this TBR is already getting away from me, but we're gonna do our best. So the first book on my official July TBR is Heartsong by TJ Klune. This is the third book in the Green Creek series, and I physically cannot wait to read this book. I read the first book in the series, Wolfsong, back in April, and then Ravensong in June. And I was going to try to make myself wait at least a month before I read the third book, because the fourth and final book, Brother Song, is coming out in October, I think. But I can't do it. I can't wait, you guys. I can't do it, because this book is focusing on my favorite character, Robbie Fontaine, and I cannot be stopped. So anyways, the Green Creek series is about a pack of werewolves, the Bennett Pack, living out in middle of nowhere, Oregon. And each book kind of focuses on a different character and a different couple. It is kind of a paranormal romance series, but there is a lot of heavy plot. It's really not a series that focuses on the romance, I wouldn't say. The plot is crazy and I love it. It's so good and engaging. So this third book is following Robbie Fontaine, my favorite, and his relationship with who the author dubs the majestic asexual Kelly Bennett, which is the best thing I've ever heard. To have Robbie, my favorite, be the main character and an asexual love interest, there can be nothing better. I'm so excited. So I cannot stop myself from reading this, probably sooner than I should, but I cannot be stopped. It's just gonna happen. I won't shut up about this series, is what I'm saying. The next book I'm really, really wanting to get to in July is Take a Hint, Dani Brown by Talia Hibbert. This is the sequel companion to Get a Life, Chloe Brown, which I loved. I read it back in February and gave it 5 stars. I loved that book, and so I am so excited to get to this next one. This next one follows Dani, Chloe's sister, and she is an English professor with pink hair, and she is really focusing on her family and her career. She doesn't really have any interest in fostering any kind of relationship. But somehow things end up where she is being carried out of her building by the security guard, and pictures get taken of it, and then people are starting to ship her and the security guard together. Somehow that then turns into them agreeing to be in a fake relationship for reasons. I don't know. That's all I know, and that's all I really need to know, because at this point, I trust Talia Hibbert. I loved Chloe Brown so much, and so I need to get to this. I need to get to this immediately. So I'm so excited, and I'm just praying that my hold from the library comes as soon as possible. Another book I'm looking forward to getting to in July is Black Flamingo by Dean Atta. This is a book told in verse about a boy named Michael, and he is a mixed race gay teen going to university, and it's, I guess, his drag queen origin story. So telling the tale of how he gets into drag. That's about all I know about it. I haven't read poetry in a good while, and so I'm trying to push myself to read more poetry. So I think this will be a really good way to get into it, and I've heard nothing but good things, so I'm hoping to get to that soon. Another book I'm wanting to get to in July is Sourdough by Robin Sloan. This is one of my top 12 books to read in 2020, and I'm really looking forward to reading this. I've heard a lot of good things about it, and I know Ariel Bissett raves about this book. This is what I know of it. This is about a woman named Lois. I think it's Lois. And she works in Silicon Valley. She definitely has her life revolving around her work. She doesn't have a whole lot else going on. But the one thing that she does have is this bakery that is close to her house or something. And so she goes there, she gets bread, and she gets to know the owners, and it becomes like the thing that she can look forward to outside of her job. Then all of a sudden, or maybe not all of a sudden, the visas of the bakery owners expire, and so then they have to leave the country. But before they do so, they decide to give Lois their sourdough starter. And so the book is about her learning how to make sourdough and stuff. I don't know. I feel like there has to be more to this story because everybody is raving about it. I can't decide if that means that there's kind of a magical realism, fabulism element to this, or if it's just a really well-written slice of life kind of contemporary. Either way, I'm intrigued. So I'm really wanting to get to this one if possible. Okay, and the last book. This is my most anticipated book of 2020, and that is Loveless by Alice Oseman. I am so excited to read this book. I'm not sure when I'm going to get it because it comes out July 9th and it's coming from the UK, so for all I know, I might not even get it in July, but fingers crossed I do because I have a physical need to read this book. Alice Oseman is a favorite author of mine. I've read 2 of her books and all of her graphic novels, and she's just a wonderful author. I love the way that she writes characters, and so the fact that she has now written an own voices novel about a girl coming to terms with being asexual and aromantic, or at least somewhere on those spectrums, is just everything to me. I am so excited to read about Georgia and how she comes to term with being ace and what it means to be aromantic, and I just need it. I just need it so bad. So literally as soon as this gets in my hands, I will drop everything. I will drop literally everything and read that cover to cover so fast. So yeah, Loveless is my top priority in everything. Do not talk to me when I'm trying to read this book because it will be everything I see until I finish it. Okay, so those are my reading plans for July. Again, I'm going to have a separate video for my Reading Rush TBR, but these are all the books I'm wanting to read for the rest of the month. So if you've read any of these, let me know what you thought of them down in the comments. I'd be interested to know, and you can help me prioritize. Also, let me know what your reading plans are for July. What are you really hoping to get to? Are you as obsessed with the Green Creek series as I am? Are you looking forward to Loveless with your whole heart? Let me know. If you like this video, you can go ahead and hit the like button. And while you're down there, you could totally hit subscribe. That'd be really cool. That'd be chill. But yeah, so that is all I've got for you guys today. Thank you so much for stopping by. I really appreciate it, and I will see you in the next one. Bye! That was a rambling mess. Let's speak words, maybe.